The thing that scares most fiber salesmen away from the job is getting a bad reaction or, feeling bad about having a certain person react in a negative way. And there's something that I've done in the last year and that I've gotten better and better with over time that mitigates this, and I can cancel out 90% of those bad interactions. How I do this actually starts with my pitch, and then there's a couple things that I tie in along with it. My pitch is very important because, for example, yesterday I had a guy who came out very hostile, pointing to his no soliciting sign and just, screaming super loud. And all that I said, I repeated myself. I said, yep, I'm just here about the construction. He interrupted me while I said I'm popping by about the construction, pointed at it, said, do you not see this? Can you not read, da da da? And still, same reaction. I keep the same tonality. I don't move any facial expression, nothing like that. I said, yep, I'm just here about the construction. The company sent me out here because a lot of people had questions of what we were doing along the street, as well as sort of what it means for each home in this neighborhood. Then he was listening because I positioned myself as an expert that should be there, and I believed it, and I had the conviction that I should be there. So then I went on and told him, what it actually means, what we were doing, what this fiber is, because that's normally how I start every pitch, is I'm just in an educational mode, trying to get them to understand what it was, why it might be something that they should be interested in without telling them that they should be interested in it. Then by that point, especially with experience, you can get a read on them of if they're sort of a buyer or if they're not. In this case, because of his hostility and because it just wasn't really worth it to me, I let that just be the point of where I ended the discussion. So I told him that info and I said, yep, that's just all my job is here today, just to let you know. If there's no other questions, I'll let you back to it. Appreciate your time. You have a great rest of your day. And he said, yes, sir, you as well. I turned it into a cordial conversation, a short little tidbit where both of us had respect for each other. If you always position yourself as the expert, you can dodge those very, very, tough, angry people by not even acting in a sales way or not even going and preceding the sale. The other thing is your tonality, your facial expressions, and your ultimate confidence. He knew that he couldn't walk over me and interrupt me, and he knew that, okay, this guy feels like he should be here, I'm going to listen. And it's because of all these things combined that I was able to protect my energy for the rest of the day. And also for him, he was like, okay, this is a good guy, I can respect it, and then he's on with his day just the same as he was before. So try it out, let me know how it works, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Like and follow for more tips.